Hi guys, so this is what you're going to do in your math book. You are going on page 335A and you're going to see a sheet of paper with fraction strips like this. So basically what you're going to do is that you are going to tear up the page and you're going to cut only 4 strips of paper. You're only going to need 4. Okay, so the first one, the first piece, you're gonna leave it just like it is because that's gonna be your one hole. The second piece, you're going to fold into half one time. The next piece, you're going to fold into one half the first time and then into another half the second time. So this piece is gonna be folded twice into half, okay? And then it's gonna look smaller than the one before, just a little smaller. The last piece, same thing. You're gonna fold into half, but this one you're gonna fold it 3 times into half, okay? First time into a half, second time into a half, and the third time into a half again. All right? So this is how it's gonna look. You're gonna have the larger piece that's not folded, the second piece that's gonna be folded only once into a half, the next piece that's gonna be folded into a half 2 times, and the last piece that was folded into a half 3 times. All right. So then what you're going to start doing is unfolding the pieces. All right. So the second piece, which is right here, the one you see here, when you unfold it, you're going to notice that it has a little line in the middle of the strip, which tells you that this strip is divided into two spaces, into two halves. Okay. When you unfold the next piece, you're gonna notice that it has 4 equal spaces, and the last piece is gonna have 8 equal spaces. And at last, what you need to do is just label your strips. The first one, the one that you did not fold, is gonna be labeled as 1 because that's going to be your one hole. The next one, you're gonna label it as 1/2 in one of the spaces and 1/2 in the other space. The next one, you're gonna label into 1/4 each of the 4 spaces, and the last one you're gonna label into 1/8 each of the 8 spaces. You're going to need these for the next activity that you're going to be doing on the next page of your math book. Okay, so you just go to the next page, which is page 335, and it's just asking you to use your halves, fourths, and eighths strips to complete this exercise. On exercise number 1, it says if you can compare your half strip and your fourth strip, you can see that 2/4 are the same as 1/2. So it's basically telling you what to do. It's giving you the answer. It's telling you that 2/4, which is what I'm going to write right here, is equal to 1/2. And I'm just going to put the number here again to show it as a fraction. 2/4 equals 1/2. And why is that? If you look at your strips, you're going to notice that if you have 1/2, which is this space right here, if you go to the next strip, you're gonna notice that 1/2 is equal to 2/4, which is what I just wrote here, okay? So the next exercise is asking you how many eighths are in 1/2. So complete the line all the way to the bottom, count how many eighths are only in this side in 1/2, and write what number goes there. Okay, so I'm guessing that there are, let's count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1/8 in 1/2. So you write it here and you write it as a fraction. And last but not least, you're going to complete the last question, which is what are 2 fractions that are equivalent to 1/2? And if you notice, you already answered that question because you did it here and you did it here, okay? So I hope that you can do this, that you understood this, and good luck. See you next time. Bye bye.